Garden Sergeant at 11:30.
Today on X-Play, this is it, Halo 2, the biggest Xbox game of the year. We have multiplayer, Halo history, and our review of Halo 2. Prepare for shock and awe. It's game time. Welcome to people who'd rather be playing Halo 2 right now, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
It's not because of you, it's just because the game's better than people.
Hello and welcome to this special Halo 2 edition of X-Play.
Yes, this is the biggest Xbox game of the year, possibly the biggest game of the year. I can barely get it out. It's here, and later in the show we have a review of Halo 2.
But that's just the beginning. Now, the first Halo was the best-selling Xbox game ever, and now Bungie, Halo's developers, are set to break their own sales record.
And we'll tell you why by showing you everything you ever wanted to know about the multiplayer in Halo 2.
Plus, we'll investigate the games that led up to the creation of Halo 2.
And we'll show you all the very special things we learned from the Halo series.
But we kick things off by totally spoiling the end of the first Halo.
Yes. If you haven't beaten the game by now, you never will. Or you have a PS2.
And if you didn't beat it on Legendary mode, then you haven't seen everything yet. But, well, you will, because we're going to show it to you. Right now. The final moments of Halo. To stop the Covenant Armada and prevent the release of the Flood upon unsuspecting galaxy, you must destroy the Ring World. You fight your way through your crashed ship. Then it's a simple matter of setting off a chain reaction in the fusion drive and getting the hell out.
You have 6 minutes before the fusion drives detonate. You need to evac now.
Or not so simple. Yeah, Halo, perhaps the greatest console shooter ever, ends with a driving level. You have to drive the crappy-ass Warthog all the way through the ship, avoiding hordes of enemies and about 100 poorly placed columns. Fuzzy columns. Make it through, and you are rewarded with this ending cutscene.
This is it, baby. Hold me.
Did anyone else make it?
Scanning. Just dust and echoes. We're all that's left. We did what we had to do for Earth. An entire Covenant Armada obliterated and the Flood. We had no choice. Halo. It's finished.
No. I think we're just getting started.
Hold me, Morgan.
Nice try, but the show isn't going to blow up. At least I hope not. Anyway, the first Halo sets up the events in the sequel, but what came before Halo Numero Uno?
We'll show you when we took a look back at what Bungie was doing in the years before Halo took over every Xbox in America, like the Flood. In the beginning, there was Pathways into Darkness. Bungie's first foray into first-person shooting was also the first original FPS on the Mac, and it was revolutionary. Stop laughing. It was 1993, and Pathways had paved the way for the game that put Bungie on the proverbial map. Marathon was like nothing anyone had seen before in any first-person shooter, let alone one on the Mac. It was 3D. It had a complex and interesting story told through the use of computer terminals. It had a really tiny display window. You play as a mysteriously powerful security officer trying to eradicate the four aliens who invade your space station, the Marathon. The massive popularity of Marathon gave way to Marathon 2, Durandal, named after the rampant AI who kidnaps you at the end of the first game. Marathon 2 introduces many of the gameplay elements that would eventually find their way into the Halo games. The nameless hero can dual-wield weapons more effectively now. And you're assisted by soldiers called Bob. Halo fans may recognize much of their chatter.
Get me out of here.
Marathon 2 had real 3D environments, more intelligent enemies, the first swimming sequences in an FPS, and big green sewer monsters that fling poo. Thus far, there has been no poo flinging in the Halo series, but hope springs eternal. Finally, Marathon Infinity, an inscrutable finale that takes you through multiple timelines, realities, and reveals with a fair amount of certainty that the hero of the trilogy is indeed the last of 10 Mjolnir cyborgs stashed on the Marathon when it left Mars hundreds of years prior. It would be 5 years before Bungie would return to deep space run-and-gun warfare. Huh, look familiar. Halo hit the Xbox with the force of an orbital bombardment. The hero Master Chief is a Spartan cyborg sporting the latest in Mjolnir combat armor. Slightly familiar resemblance there. It was a long road to Microsoft console. Halo began life on the Mac, migrated to the PC, and was originally a third-person shooter with, shall we say, less than pretty environments. The massive success of Halo catapulted Bungie into the industry spotlight, and the rest, as they say, is an endless string of sequels. And maybe poo flinging, we hope.
Oh, yes, we can only hope for photorealistic pool flinging in the future Halo game. Yeah, except it's totally gross.
It is?
Yes.
You know, if you watched that Pathways into Darkness footage and thought, wow, that looks like crap, chances are you were born in the 90s. Because back when that came out, we thought it was beautiful.
That's how those giant brown frogs made chicken noises. They haunted our nightmares. Guess that is a little embarrassing.
Yeah, it is.
Coming up, we give you more Halo 2.
Rated teen, super strength, super speed, invisibility, elasticity. These are your powers. The only way to survive being the Incredibles is to truly be incredible. Disney Pixar's The Incredibles video game available now.
It doesn't take an expert to figure out. New Colgate Max Fresh is the only whitening toothpaste packed to the max with mini breath strips that dissolve like this. And there you have it. New Colgate Max Fresh with mini breath strips packed with freshness.
Hey, no. Hey. Okay, here.
Here.
All right.
All right. My man.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking double because of Domino's new Double Melt Pizza. Layer upon layer of flavor with a creamy blend of cheeses and herbs between two thin crusts. Buy your medium one-topping Double Melt Pizza for $9.99 and get any second medium pizza for just $5 more.
Hey, don't.
Get the door. It's Domino's new Double Melt Pizza. Hey, Big Elton John fan?
Yeah.
Well, then here's your dream ticket. You only find it at Best Buy.
Dream Ticket is Elton John's spectacular 4-disc, 4-destination concert DVD. Featuring radiant performances from around the world. Elton John's Dream Ticket can only be found at Best Buy. Thousands of possibilities. Get yours.
Millions have experienced the legend. Now it is time for you to join the quest.
Finally, here to dispense advice.